back to my channel. I'm Ella, and today I'm going to be testing out some healthy recipes. Not saying that you have to eat healthy, but I bake a lot, so some of the stuff should still be good, but just a little bit better for you. Most of the recipes should be in the description box below, and let's just get on with the video. The first thing we're going to be making is healthy cookie dough. This recipe is by Nicole, and people have very different opinions on whether this is good or not. So I wanted to try it out for myself. The main ingredient is chickpeas, and I've never actually baked with these before. I doubt this is going to taste exactly like cookie dough, but as long as it's not horrible, I think I'll be okay. I guess I have to strain it really well because if I don't, then it will taste gross. The chickpeas have to be strained. Ew, this is gross. This is how they look. They don't smell as bad as a lot of people say. Pour it into our blender. Then we need some peanut butter, 3 tablespoons of any kind of flour. If you're using all-purpose, then you have to heat treat it. But I'm using almond because I think that will go better than coconut. Maple syrup is the sweetener in this recipe, so you need about 2 tablespoons of it. I'm pretty sure she said 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, but I think that is like a lot. Some salt, I don't really know why because I think this needs all the sweetness it can get. Then we have to blend it all together. This is how it looks. It looks pretty creamy. Here's the final result, and I'm going to get a couple mini chocolate chips to put on the top. Here's how it turned out. It doesn't look too bad. I'm going to try some now. If this actually tastes good, I'm going to be amazed.
I don't like it. It's mushy.
This cookie dough is not bad, but it is definitely not as good as like regular cookie dough. To give my completely honest opinion, I would probably rate it a 7.5 out of 10. The next thing we're going to be making is a smoothie bowl. This is literally my favorite ever thing to eat, and it's so good. I make them all the time, but this time there's going to be like a little twist. We're going to be trying to put in some rice cauliflower, and I looked it up, and that's how you say it. So to make a normal smoothie bowl, all you need is like fruit and a liquid. But I have like lots of stuff today. The fruit I'm using is frozen cherries. You have to make sure to get the pitted ones because if not, there will be pits in them. Then our liquid, which is milk. Then we're gonna put in some rice cauliflower. That was a lot, but we're just gonna get in some of our vegetables for the day. Then I'm adding in some vanilla protein powder to make it taste a little better and just give it more protein. Then some flax seeds, only a little bit though. If it's too thick, just add some more milk. So it's looking pretty good. It should be so thick that you can like turn it over. Then add some granola. Fruit, I'm using blueberries. And then a couple chia seeds. Let's see how this tastes. It tastes pretty good besides the fact that I can kind of taste the cauliflower. But I think that's my fault because I put like a lot in. So I would rate it like an 8 out of 10. Hello, it is a new day, and today we're going to be making our own granola. This isn't just regular granola, it is brownie granola. The recipe is by her, and I've made it one time before, and it was so good. The main ingredient is my favorite thing ever at the moment, and it is oats. Oats are the best thing ever, so if you don't have them, you better go get them like right now. We need 3 cups of oats. Then a half of a cup of like a butter. I'm using half peanut butter and half almond butter. The next thing is a 1/4 of a cup of coconut oil. I melted this down. I don't know if you're supposed to. Then as the sweetener, we need some maple syrup. You need a half of a cup, but I don't have enough for that. But I'm also going to put a tiny squirt of honey. To make it brownie granola, I'm adding in some cocoa powder. And what makes this granola weird is this chocolate protein powder. It has a bunch of superfoods in it and it's organic, so let's add some in. A couple sunflower seeds. Lastly is some flax seeds. Some of these things were in the original recipe and I just added them in because I wanted to. Now we just get a tray and put our like batter in it. Spread it all around the pan like this in a kind of thin layer. You want to make sure you like compact it so it can break apart later. Then put this in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 25 minutes. Here's the granola. I don't think I let it cool enough, but I'm just gonna break it apart anyway. I just like to run a spatula under it and it kind of just like breaks it up by itself. It makes a pretty good amount. It's very good. I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10. Sorry for the horrific angle, but I didn't feel like setting stuff up right now. I'm gonna show you how to make a really quick and delicious snack that I love. It's using our granola that we already made. First, cut an apple into slices. Then get a little yogurt. Then some chocolate protein powder. You could also probably use cocoa powder for this. This is a really good snack if you want some protein. Put in a little bit of almond butter. You could do peanut butter or any other add-in that you want. Mix it all up and then add some of your granola. This is great because this is chocolate granola, so it kind of goes along with the whole theme. Then you just dip in your apples and let's try it out. I would rate it another 9 out of 10. This next recipe is actually not a dessert, which is very surprising. We're gonna make buffalo cauliflower, and I already used that vegetable 2 times in this one video, and I've literally hated it my whole life, so I'm not really sure what's happening. We're gonna basically add hot sauce to the vegetable, and it will come out like buffalo chicken bites. So let's test it out and see if it actually works. To make the coating, we need flour, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of pepper. 3/4 of a cup of milk or milk alternative. So that means you could probably use almond milk or any other one that you use. Once it's mixed, it should look kind of like this. I'm gonna put a head of washed and cut cauliflower into it. I still don't think that's how you're supposed to say it, but I looked it up and that's what it told me, so. Make sure they're all coated and then you can bake them, but I'm gonna put them in the air fryer. Just put them in for however long seems appropriate. This is a better alternative for frying as well because you're not using really any oil. And while this is cooking, we're gonna start with our buffalo glaze thing to put on top. We need a half of a cup of hot sauce. That is a lot. Then 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use coconut oil, but I don't really feel like melting that right now. Then 1 tablespoon of honey. And when these are done, we're gonna brush a little bit of this on them and put them back in. But I'm also gonna keep a little bit not cooked so it can be better. These things look kind of white and not buffalo-y, but it's okay. I think we're just gonna try our best and move on. Here's how it turned out so far, but it did leave a lot of stuff at the bottom of this thing. I should have used a piece of parchment paper, but last time I did that, it almost started a fire. Pour them back in and brush it with the hot sauce, and then put them in for a couple more minutes. Wow, I think they're ready. We're gonna get a little bit of that extra glaze and put this in. Here is the final result. I wouldn't say it looks exactly like buffalo chicken, but we'll give it some credit. Let's taste it. Put it in the ranch. Wow. I am so surprised. This is the best thing I made in this entire video. It tastes so good, probably even better than buffalo chicken. I would rate it a 10 out of 10. You should definitely go try. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. All of these things were pretty good, I think, if I remember correctly, and the last one was just so good. If you want, you can comment down below some more video ideas I can do, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!